Hey folks, Dale here, and I am doing a contest entry for CalvinWazoo. It's a fairly new channel to me. In fact, I think I just learned about him in the past week. And I found out because Ron Haggerty entered this contest. We all know and appreciate Ron. So he did an entry. I saw that entry and went and checked out his channel. Of course, like all of us should be doing in the vinyl community, we should be subbing as many vinyl community folks as we can because, you know, that's helpful to the channels. So he just hit 100 subs and is throwing a contest. I watched a video or two. He seems like a really good guy. Down to earth, seems to be a Frank Zappa fan. And he's offering a Frank Zappa album as the prize for this contest. Now, I'll have to admit, I know zero about Frank Zappa. But if I win this contest, it looks like I'll get an introductory anyway. So, anyway, let me get into this. I will tell you that in the description, I'll put a link to the contest entry video so you can see the same questions that I'm about to answer. Also, remember, I have started a Dale Facebook page, but it's not just to promote this channel. I hope to be able to help get word out. I had hoped at one point to start a website or something so that we can keep track of each other a little bit easier. But right now, I've got the Facebook page, and I'll be try to post videos up there sometimes. So go over and give that page a like if you want, and that way, you know, I'll be putting up vinyl community videos, football news, all kinds of things. So, anyway, kind of like this channel, kind of a hodgepodge. Let me get into this contest before we run too long here. So, he's asked 10 questions. The first one being, identify as closing line the artist, song, and album. And the closing line is pretty interesting. Pray for the people inside your head, for they won't be there when you're dead. And did a little Google search, and that is Johnny Flynn with a song called Tickle Me Pink on an album called A Larum. And not familiar with that at all. So, but interesting. Very interesting. Okay. So his second question is, show an album connected to Frank Zappa. And so I'm going to show this. It's the Brecker Brothers, Heavy Metal Bebop. I'm showing this because apparently Randy and Michael played with Frank Zappa back in the 70s, I believe. And I should have wrote down the recordings that they played on, but maybe I'll do that in a subtitle. But anyway, yeah. So the Brecker Brothers have played with Frank Zappa, and that's my connection to Frank Zappa. The third question is, band or artist from city, state, or region can also use your hometown. And I'm going to use my hometown, which is Danville, Kentucky. And you've probably never heard of it. But Danville is the first capital of Kentucky before they decided to move the capital from Danville to Frankfort. So Danville is known as the city of first. I'm going to show Larnell Harris. Larnell's a bit older than I am. I should have looked that up too. But I can't remember exactly how much older, but he lived in Danville, and he went to the same high school I did, only long before I got there. So, but man, this guy's got some pipes. Grammy winner. You probably, if you've heard of him, it's because you're aware of his duets with Sandy Patty, which helped him win some of those Grammys. This album is called I've Just Seen Jesus. That's a Grammy-winning song. Larnell Harris. Show an LP or CD by an artist you have met. And I've shown this recently. I'm going to show it again. Phil Keaggy. Saw him last time I went to Russ and Tory Taft Bell Buckle Weekend. He was the guest artist that night on the Saturday night. And I met with him, got some stuff autographed for some other folks in the vinyl community. Thought about picking this album up, and I thought better about it because I thought, well, I do need to watch my money. Phil, being the sweetheart of a guy that he is, he while I was talking to him, they handed him a box. There was one album in it, and he pulled it out and said, and handed it to me. Said, "This is for you." Then he broke the shrink and signed it. How cool is that? Phil is a world-class guitarist, maybe the best on the planet. And his roots go all the way back to the 60s when he played in a group called Glass Harp, mainstream group, very critically acclaimed mainstream group. And then he started making Christian music, and even there, he's just stellar and one of the most highly thought of musicians in Christian music to this day. Love Phil, and very, very thrilled about that album. Okay, so the next question is favorite jazz record. Well, my favorite jazz record of all time is easy. It's, and probably a little cliche, it's John Coltrane, I Love Supreme, but I think this album's so good, that's why so many people list it as their favorite jazz album. So this is just a repress from Impulse. It's an Impulse repress, but I'm glad to have it on vinyl. I thought I would show two, because when I got into jazz, a buddy of mine, Dave, he loaned me two CDs. One of them was a Love Supreme. The other one was Jimmy Smith, The Sermon. I haven't even popped the shrink on this yet. The CD cover looks a lot different, but this does say original album bonus tracks. I need to pop the shrink and get it cleaned and get it spun. But Jimmy Smith, well, he's really the first guy to make the B3 organ a legitimate jazz instrument. Just brilliant artist. Show a record CD by a female artist. Well, I've showed this lady a lot. I'm going to keep showing her until people figure out how awesome she is. Samantha Fish, kind of a blues artist. This is Kill or Be Kind. Let me tell you something. She's not just pretty. She can wear out that guitar, and that's more attractive than anything. She can really play. And yeah, so this is her most recent album. Samantha Fish. Next question. Show favorite orchestral or opera choral record. And I started thinking about it, and then it just hit me. I can tell you what my favorite is. John Williams. It's Star Wars. This is from back in the day, A New Hope. And it is performed by the London Symphony Orchestra. when I picked this album up, I got it used, Great Escape. I think I paid somewhere around $10 for it. I was so stoked when I got it home because when I pulled out the records, that poster was in it. So I framed it. Yeah, great stuff. Star Wars. Most recent blind buy. No, we skipped one. I skipped one. Show music book you would recommend. So we already discussed my favorite jazz albums, Love Supreme. It's such an iconic album. They've written a whole book on it. This is A Love Supreme by Ashley Kahn. The story of John Coltrane's signature album. It was a good read. Has lots of great photographs of Coltrane in here. Let me see if I can scare a couple up real quick. All right, there's a young John Coltrane right there. There we go. So anyway, it's a good read. The foreword was done by his drummer, Elvin Jones. Just an outstanding book. If you're looking at it and it looks a little beat up, that's part of the design. It's designed to look distressed. So, anyway, that's the book. Now we get to blind buy. Most recent blind buy, what prompted you to buy it? Well, what's this? Raven, Metal City. And, yeah, I've never heard them before. And I really didn't bother to even dig too deep into sound samples. Scott Waters has shown this, and a lot of the metal guys in the VC have shown this. And of course, you know, I take a lot of cues from, I'm more of a Christian metal guy, so when it comes to mainstream metal, I listen to Scott a lot because he knows his stuff. And there's some other guys too in the VC. Brendan Van Zee, Metal War God, guys like that, Harmless Rebel, those kind of guys. If they're saying that something's good, then I'm pretty much gonna trust them. So anyway, so Raven, Metal City is blind buy. And then finally, CD that you really want on vinyl. This is Eva Cassidy, Live at Blues Alley. They have reissued this there with more tracks. And I think it's called Nightbird or something like that. And I love this CD. I would love to have it on album. I need to get around to just pulling the trigger on it and getting it. But Eva Cassidy, tremendous talent. What a singer. So sick that cancer took us from us. But man, her voice is just so amazing. If you've not heard Eva Cassidy, you need to Google some Eva Cassidy up or get it up on YouTube. I'm not going to try to. You can't put her. Even if I wanted to, I can't put a sound sample in this video because her estate blocks it. So, but yeah, Eva Cassidy. So that is my entry, and I'm gonna hurry on off here and try to get this contest entry up. To Calvin, I'd say, you know, I know he was a little perplexed, not seeing too many contest entries. I'll just tell you this: I've had the same happen to me. Don't take it personally. I think these days the YouTube algorithms are more unforgiving than they've ever been, and it's just hard for small channels like us to get stuff out there. So hang in there, buddy. and we're going to keep supporting you, and we'll get you better known. And I'm and yeah. So thanks to everybody for watching this. Really hope you're having a great day, and staying safe. And we will see you soon. Peace.